Although the epidemic appears to be fading, 3 major tests are coming up for Taiwan's public health system. Among them, reopening the country will be the greatest challenge, experts say. Dr. Huang Li-min, an infectious diseases specialist at National Taiwan University Hospital, says that rapid testing will prove vital to safely lifting border controls.
With COVID coming to a halt, Taiwan's trains are filling up once again, but there are 3 major tests ahead for Taiwan's coronavirus response. First up is the Dragon Boat Festival long weekend. After Tomb Sweeping Festival, holidaymakers who hit up popular attractions were required to start self-health management. The same could happen after the coming long weekend. The second test is the return of high seas fishing fleets from the end of May through June. Officials fear that fish won't be the only thing brought back on the boats. The third test is the reopening of the country.
The most dangerous among them is, of course, the gradual reopening of the borders. Open ocean fishing boats can be managed. The long weekend I'm not so worried about because the coronavirus protective net is quite strong. People won't be letting down their guards so soon. The biggest test we face is the gradual reopening of the country because doing so is inevitable. When other countries start reopening, we'll have to reopen too. We will probably reopen for business travelers first. If business travelers wanted to come, you wouldn't ban them. And if business travelers came, you wouldn't be likely to quarantine them for 14 days. If you did that, they wouldn't want to come.
National Taiwan University Hospital physician Huang Li-min says that reopening the border would prove the greatest challenge of all. The Central Epidemic Command Center confirms that Taiwan and Stanford University will work together to design an airport screening system. The goal is to shorten the quarantine period for travelers after they enter a country. If effective, the system could be a model for other countries as they strive to reopen.
Every country is trying to shorten their home quarantine period or to eliminate it altogether. Otherwise, they'd be very much discouraging international visitors. If you just think about having to spend 5 days or even 14 days in quarantine after arriving, you'd lose your interest in going. But if it could be ensured that the traveler is not infected, then that traveler would not need to self-isolate after getting off the plane. At the moment, it's probably more feasible to use rapid diagnostic tests. If you use a rapid test, you could be 70 or 80% certain. Then, after the traveler gets off the plane, you can place him under a shorter period of observation.
Dr. Huang says that rapid diagnostic tests could prove key to reopening the border and speeding up the quarantine process.